All right, welcome everyone to today's live stream. Working on the logo. I tweaked a little bit. I'm going to reprint it now while I'm working on a pin that I'm going to use to fix it to a L. Part of what I signed here was a little block to help purge the filament. So when I slice this in the Prusa slicer, I want to make sure that this item is the first one so that after the filament's loaded during a color change, it'll do this little bit of a print here before it proceeds to print Bill's logo. I'm going to bring that. So I already sliced it. I already imported this file. Now I need to slice it. It's a two-step process. This is something that the Friday night 3D printing Hangouts group told me about, that I'd be able to use this color change that Prusa offers. Which is this site here. Just drag your G-code into it. I know what my... Hey, welcome everyone. Oh, what's up, Eloy? So if you don't know, alright, so I'm a woodworker, right? I started I was like 1 or 2. I was really blessed. My dad taught me like everything I know. You can look on my Instagram and you can see the pictures of all the old tools that my dad started me with. So I've been a woodworker like forever. I just wish I started the YouTube thing when YouTube came out, because I've been doing it my whole life. But I've come to know some of the woodworking crew on YouTube. So they have a really strong community. And Eloy, Cascade Woodworking, he's among this crew of awesome dudes and ladies. So you may have seen Mancrafting. There's some bleed over now, right, into the 3D printing community. So everybody get to know everybody, because I think it's really important that we kind of blend our communities. And I see some of that happening when you look at Evan and Caitlin. They're blending. They're helping to bring the communities together. You see they were just at ORD with Jimmy DeResta and others. So the technologies that we use are for making. So it doesn't mean that just because you're a woodworker, that's all you are. There's other things that you're doing. You're finishing the wood, you're staining it, you're painting it, you're using resins, turning it. You're doing CNC, so that's machining. I'm doing 3D printing. The coffee table that I did, let me just bring that up. I bored the crap out of you, constantly bombarding you with this coffee table. But this is an example of what a combination 3D printing CNC woodworking does. Now, granted, it's only MDF, so a purist woodworker is going to be like, that's not woodworking. Well, you know what? I used a table saw, I used a route. The logo on the front, that was done on my CNC. That's the only CNC part of it, but still, it was CNC. There's electronics in there. I painted it. The acrylic, I sanded it with a palm sander. I just bought that palm sander. It's a Delta DeWalt palm sander, orbiting 5-inch disc. And then a lot of the elements in here, I don't know if you can, let me see if I can control zoom in. Anyway, this edging was 3D printed. All these little items, this plug, it's a plug portal. It has a marine, you know anything about boating, marine chargers. There's a marine charger in there charging a deep cycle AGM battery, you can plug in the table to charge the battery. NJ Printing, where aren't you down in Florida, NJ? I forget if you were or not. Eloy, you're in Miami, right? So I don't know if Fun King will come on, but he's down there too. I think he's Sarasota, maybe. I don't know. Skewed, you're down there too, right? And they're going to the Maker Fair. Fun King and I think it's Skewed, you're going, and Ron's going. Happy Extruder. So you look at the woodworking, and there are going to be some people that are strictly woodworking, and they don't want to have anything to do with 3D printing. They're not even going to want to have anything to do with CNC work. But at the end of the day, we're making something. So that's why I like the term maker. Used to be craftsman, right? Tinker. What I'm doing now is I'm going to slice. Eloy, do you have a 3D printer? Or you know anything about 3D printing? This is... And Eloy is rocker. He jams some stuff, and he's got a whole Etsy shop. Here, let me, I'm going to set you moderator. I want you... Stupid. Hold on. I want you to paste your site in here. So now you can paste your the link to your site, and throw your Twitter in there too. That'll be useful. Just trying to get our community to kind of spread out a little bit and know that there's more than just the 3D printing or more than just woodworking. And our communities are really awesome. They support one another. So this is what I created in Fusion 360. Now somebody else created the vector, right? And I had to clean it up a little bit. And then I just extruded it at different layers. And then I have this purge block that I created also. So I want to split this body. I'm going to move this guy over here. I'm going to bring this item back in. Separately. Which? That is weird. I don't know if you see what's going on here. It didn't work the way that I wanted. DLC. I didn't expect all that. Hey, thanks for doing that, Ely. Yeah, so paste, grab your, I don't know if you can, if you're on the mobile or not, but paste your website. Rockin' Woodworks. That's why I ordered Eloy's shirt so I can represent. So almost every live stream, I don't have any of the shirts on today, but I have Mancraftings, socks, shirts. I want to try to get a shirt a month from creators. And I do live stream probably 3 to almost every day, 3 days to 7 days. That's what happened when I split it. It didn't like that. Let me go back here. I'm going to save this. So if you don't know, this is Fusion 360. Awesome, awesome program. And import this right over top of that. Then I want to do the purge block separately. Thanks for facing it. I'll do this separately.3D print, which is nothing more than just saving the model out to a file. Purge block. And the purpose of the purge block is after I change the filament, I want it to print onto this block first. It kind of helps clear the nozzle some before it continues on to adding the color. And I'm going to show you the logo again. This is the logo. That's the logo, right? The colors aren't out so good. I just have to glue this on. So this was printed once. I just redid the model, so now it's all one. So this was printed white separately from these. Then this was the first layer, which was the green. The second layer was a black, so the printer paused, allowed me to swap the filament to black. Then I put in silver, and I put in white. Well, this time I'm going to do it where I start with white. I'm going to pause. It's going to start beeping at me until I change the filament to the green, and then proceed. That's the way that works when you have a single extruder. Put it far away. Okay, because you know what? That's right, Rover. Because I noticed there was an issue. A little right below the eagle's mouth. Little dot right there. And that was from, I think, the purge block being too close. So that's a good call. And I will do that when I slice it. Oh, Eloy, I don't know if you're still here or not, but NJ Printing, I don't know, he's like 7 or 11 or something. He's got a video on how to use calipers for 3D printing. I think it's just amazing. And Arduino Makes does electronic stuff. So this is a crew who have their life ahead of them, and they're doing like awesome stuff now. Purge block there now. So you're saying purge block far away, probably good, right? All right, now I got to slice this. So to deal with the slicer, it's going to go in a G-code file. I'm going to do this one first because it does it in this particular slicer does it in the order in which the items were placed. Slice this. It's going to create some G-code. I export. I'll export this name. Save that. Now I have to drag that file. You know what? I'm not showing my screen, am I? Pull on grab one file. Of course. Making the same mistake that This is the original Prusa i3 MK2. Now I want to drag that over here, and we're going to use this website. The link is in the description. Drag this gcode into it. Now it's going to ask me to add layers. So I'm going to add a layer at 1. I'm going to add another layer, 2 millimeters. The mistake I made the other night when it printed all black, because I made all the color change layers at 1. Forgot to ink all the way up. 3. There we go. And is that correct? Let's just talk through this. First layer doesn't count. So then we got green is 1, black is 2, silver is 3, white is 4. Yep, we're good. We are good. So this will print as one file. Filament. Grab that file out. File. Paste this file back into the folder that I was in. What is it? Without colorizing. With colorizing. Rev 7. Now I'm going to open Octoprint, which is an awesome utility. And let me start warm up. Okay, we're warming up the printer. Yeah, everybody will climb. All right, now let me upload. Rev 7. Now what'll happen is, as it's doing the layer, as soon as it finishes, it'll move the head out of the way and the printer will begin to beep until I change the filament and acknowledge that the change was. And I just discovered this when they told me about that a couple of our live streams ago. Print this now. Hold on a minute. The temperature's 55 degrees in this slicer. Hope we don't have it growing. $1984. Yeah, that's funny. I was 8th grade then. Just saying. Is that a BTTH? Yo, brother. So, Rover, that's Matt, who we play Xbox with. There's like multiple How are there multiple records on your screen? Oh, that's funny. So, I really want to adjust this. Double check. Printer settings. Settings. I had this trouble the other day. Temperature. So Matt, Rover is the one who's in Las Vegas. Oh yeah, yeah. So when I switch back to the yeah. Oh, that one. Yeah. Yeah, multiple Rigors. I get it now. Oh, why am I having such a hard time finding this? Boolean. Oh yeah, here we go. Maybe I'll slice this because I want the bed temperature to remain there, so I don't have any curling. Slice. Squirt. Without colorizing. Bed 60 degrees. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So we went to the Metallica concert, right, in Philly. I wore a tie. But do you remember what tie it was? I swear it was the Darth Vader one. You can't say that that's a horrible tie to wear. Come on. I was kind of overdressed for the event. Let's say it was a good concert too. Rained a little bit, I think. Now we'll redo this website. All right. Good. Bid. Color change. 1, 2. All this is doing is adding code into the G code. That while I grab this file. Colorizing. There we go. Oh, so Matt, I wanted to tell you about Eloy. All right, so first of all, Matt is, I don't know if you can tell by his name, he's Mexican. Right? Cooks awesome. I don't know what's the stuff you call that you make. Um, Not tacos. Um, what did you make for us the other night? It was really good. Um, he's actually Mexican, so he gets the pasta and the tacos. Right. Um, but Eloy makes like rock and roll signs. So, like he's working on Queensryche right now or something. Um, did Rush. What were the other ones that you did? They looked pretty cool. That now we just need to reload into October. Horizons. Make a mean rabbit. Yo, what's up, Ron? So, Ron, meet Eloy. Eloy, meet Ron, the happy extruder. So, Ron, Eloy is a woodworker, craftsman, maker. He's also a musician. Rocks out a lot of stuff. He's got a website. You can scroll up through the live chat and you can see his website. It's like rock and roll woodworking. Something. All right, we are ready. I kick this thing off and start designing the clip portion of it. Surprised this thing says it's 1 hour. Doesn't make sense. Double check the pathing. So it comes here first, goes all the way to the print, comes back here. All right, going for it. Enchiladas, yeah, enchiladas. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, so Eloy, you're gonna live stream tomorrow. Can you tell everybody what time? Throw your channel link in there. Well, everybody knows your channel; they can go to it. But I guess maybe tell us what time you're gonna live stream, and we'll try to join in. All right. So while that's printing, I'm gonna go to Fusion 360, and now I have to design a clip. I'm gonna go on this. So do a new sketch. Do it here. This will be our sketch area. Break out my calipers. This is going to be a clip that's going to go on the back of this. And I'm thinking 57. Case, maybe a little bit small. You know, my tie here, if I put it on my tie clip, like 53. Yeah, so let's go with 50. Just shy of 2 inches. That's funny. All right, so now what I want is just to design a clip. This is the easiest part of the stream, right? So we'll do construction. So it has nothing to do. We want 50, right? And the depth of this. See my clip, right? What is what my clip would be? So the curved part is probably diameter of 4 millimeters. There we go, 4 millimeters. So that's what I got on the screen right now, 4 millimeters. So we'll draw around that. Start here, line. We got a line. Go to here. We'll come down to here. Probably about here. Come up. So let me measure the thickness on my tie. Tie is 2 millimeters. So if I go 1 here. All right, so there's the clip. We can delete the construction. Oh, got a line here to here. Now this area will be filled in a little bit, maybe about here. There's plenty of strength. Fill in this area here. Cool, now we're joined. Now we got the tie clip, right? And we can trim this with the T key, trim that little garbage there. So, and I want this area to be strong. So I think I'm going to throw in more that. Maybe strength here around this bend here, so maybe from here to here. Right, so now it's very like rigid, like hit the T key, trim this. And maybe I can bring this in a little bit. Not too much because it'll reduce its rigidity. T key, and then I think I can. You know what? I probably could have just did some laser fillets. Do that. Nice. That looks nice. No, yeah, that's right. Here. I might deleting that area in here. So this area is going to be empty. I'm going to trim these pieces. Trim that guy and that guy. Guy. Oh, trim here. That guy gets trimmed. T key is your friend. Oh, we get a little overhang, which I don't care about. Now, I'm going to do a fillet in there also, a little arc. Right. T-key. And I'll make these round also. And then last thing is down here. Then I'm going to extrude this whole thing, and that's going to get glued onto the back of him. Yeah, that's right, Matt. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to do that. Alright, then I want that is what's going to be extruded. Let's extrude. And I want to measure how tall. What's the tallest I can make it? We said it's 50, right? So it's 50. Middle here. Like 14, maybe 12 millimeters. That should be strong enough. I'm using the. No, I will not do that, Rover. Eloy, I'm using it's the Prusa. Let me show you. This is the Prusa printer's website, right? You can get this model now, the model that I have, which I'm very happy with. I think this one's on sale, right? Because it's no longer the current one. I think it's Prusa Research. So let's see. i3 MK2S is $600. Kit shipped, I think it's like $70, right? They got the new one now, which is the i3 Mark III, which has some significant improvements over it. The latest news that there's like a clicking in the power supply that drives some people nuts. I think other than that, that's the only thing that's in it right now. Not 100% sure. I'm just kind of hearsay because I don't own one. 14. And this is going to get printed on its side. And I just have to extrude this. So the print time, right, it's not 100% exact, but this will estimate the print time. So right now it's saying 1.5 hours. It's going to be 4 color changes, so I have to monitor this print the whole time. It's going to beep loudly, and it is a loud beep that when I was eating lunch, I could hear the beeping yesterday. So it's it's definitely definitely loud enough to let you hear it that it's time to change it. You don't want to wait too long because the hot end is hot and it's baking filament inside the hot end. So this is the clip. This is going to get glued. This surface is what's going to get glued onto the back of the logo. So it'll get glued like right onto the back of that. Is that what they said, Ron? Looking. The bed size is 250 by 210, I think. Yeah, 250 by 210. And it goes up to 200, 210 millimeters, maybe. I forget what the exact maximum height is. I think it might be 211, which means you don't want it to print up to that high. You could probably print to 210 millimeters, which is like, it comes out to almost like 8 inches. Alright, I will save this now. Choose file, 3D print, select that puppy. Either tie clip. Do that. Slice that. Go ahead. And the cool thing about this is I could actually turn this into a tie clip and emboss. Thanks, Ron. I could actually emboss my name or anyone's channel's name in this. And that now you got a tie clip. 3D printed tie clip. Instead of walking around with some bling, now you have some 3D printed plastic. Hey John, thanks for joining. Yeah, I managed to get the color change thing working yesterday, and it's I'm really happy with it. So yeah, I need to get send me your artwork, Eloy. And yours too, Ron. Whoever else has artwork, send it. PM me your AI file, or would you your Photoshop, right, Eloy? And not vectors. If you happen to have a vector, send it to me. I'll see what I can do with something. So this, let's see where we're at. This is going to take 25 minutes. Right, so we're like 2/3 of the way in to the color change before I change to green. Get the green ready. So John is my colleague. Awesome dude. He's highly technically knowledgeable about all this stuff. I like go to him for pretty much everything. I say something to him, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you do this, 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 and this." Oh, well, we'll just have to watch. We'll just have to have a live stream that Matt can sit in on, doing you do a hangouts, and I'm talking about Matt Haas, Matt Arredondo. Have Matt sit in and school us while I'm sitting there working on the AI file, tracing your artwork like he was tracing the stuff in his live stream today. How we're on the Xbox. I I think this tie clip thing might be this might be a thing. Now that I just created that, I can glue this to anything or make this the tie clip itself. Yeah, so he's right up Matt Arredondo's alley, right? Because Matt is a huge. Matt's my neighbor, right? So Matt's a huge like 80s music kind of guy. His boat. If you look at my boating videos, like, I'd say like 99% of the boating videos were on his boat, and his boat's name is Dr. Feelgood. And he likes Motley Crue. We went to the concert. That was a good concert. Motley Crue Poison. That was good. My first concert was AC/DC. What was your guys' first concert? Yeah, you can check out if you look when we're done this live stream, whatever. You'll actually I could do it right now. Go to my channel. If I click on this link, will that be Inception? Will we go into an infinite loop? Alright, let's see. Playlists. Go down to loading. So we're at Pier 47 raining. We're about to go out today. There's Matt's boat, right? Dr. Feelgood right there. Boom. Dr. Feelgood. Like I'd say at the beginning of the year, he always has that song queued up, playing through his iPhone into the stereo. But then he plays like other music that's like pop and stuff. But I really like the rock stuff. So that's cool. I did a promo video for these guys. I still have to complete it yet. I got to do it before the season begins. So I was at their place over the summer. Did a lot of at the end of the season. Did a lot of recording with them, and my wife Sherry helped out with the recording. Cool stuff. Yeah. Okay. So Eloy, so a skewed view is like pumping out constant content, and they're like making nonstop swords. They're all like 3D printed, right? So I think it's like cosplay swords, right? Or are they legit like metal? Here we go. We're coming up on the 3-minute mark before it's going to switch filament. So a skewed view makes he's in chat here with us. Unless he left. Maybe he left. Skewed view was in here earlier, but I haven't seen him say anything in a while. Yeah, skewed view 3D. It's a tricky name. It's like you're looking for a skewed view within a 3D drawing. Yeah, let's check out his channel. Okay, right now. Skewed 3D. Then we're gonna pull up at Eloy's channel. Goes. Yeah, okay, so they are 3D printed. Yeah, little models, okay, and then they finish them. So, there we go. That's almost like a full size tag. Yeah, that's cool. And then that stuff right there in the bottom are the supports. So that'll, oh, and those things, yeah, they can hurt you if you're careful. Or is that the sheath? Or no, that's the handle. I don't know, maybe they, yeah, okay, so they broke off the supports. Yep, and then they finish them. Yeah, so that's cool. That's what they do. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Like, I gotta tell you, I didn't know what a slicer was back in March last year. I had no clue what that was. I have a long way to go before I can consider myself. I'm proficient, but I'm not an expert. Oh yeah, the Transformer Decepticon logo. I don't know if Matt's still here. Matt would like that. GI Joe Cobra logo. And you got to make sure you go over to this site and check this stuff out. Is that Aspire you were doing that in? I think, or was that a Photoshop? You're doing a scroll saw there, which I have one. I used it like twice. Relief cuts. Yeah, so you okay, yeah, so you got all that in Photoshop. Yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of patient with stuff, but I don't know if I'm that patient to be able to do. You know, I would get so pissed off if I cut into the piece. So I picked up a planer the other day. 735X. Got to get that up and running. Take some planed pallet wood and try to craft some stuff. Really cool, man. Got a little bit here. Got those letters fine. Yeah, it's not so bad then. Guess I could do that. You're my inspiration. Should be on the color change right now. Or is it not? Did I mess this up? Messed it up. This isn't right. Son of a. It's already on layer 1.2. There we go. There's a stream fail. Should not be on layer 1.2 right now. Should be cranking through. Alright, let's. Yeah, now it's on layer 1.4. Let's cancel it. Yep, I'm sure. Now what I'm going to do, since this messed up, I'm going to switch to printing clip. This is what happened to me the other day. Come on. Alright, so it's not a failed print. It's just it wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. Alright, now I'm going to switch to printing this tie clip. Let's place that guy. Where I forget. I want to go print. It should be like. And I can see, I can actually test this pretty quickly. Just waiting for it to get up to temperature. Let's go back to where we. File. Figure out why. I want to inspect the z-axis. Got the stuff in there. The M204. I didn't load the right file. Alright, Eloy. Yeah, make sure you what time is your stream tomorrow again? I'll try to double check to make sure I mark it on my calendar, and I'll tweet that out. Alright, man. This will take. We'll try and figure out how much. Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah, tomorrow. Link. Thanks, Eli. I wonder if that'll be too thin. That looks like it's only. Oh, there we go. Now it's a. I thought it was only going to be one layer. That would be, or one perimeter. That would be really weak if it were. And I'll try to figure this out. It'll be. It'll be after this is done printing. Going up 15. Already on what layer? 1.2. Oh, this is pretty quick. Do this right away. Let's check out Ron's videos. Your latest video, Ron. So you change your cooling fan out? That's cool. Sent you the printer to test, huh? Awesome. I'll have to check this video out. The like. Oh, cool. Yeah, so you're doing the Gainesville Fair, that's right. With is the skewed view going with you too? I know you're going with Glenn and Xander. That'll be a good event. I hope you have enough bandwidth there to live stream. It'll be cool to see. That's a neat looking print. Did you have any issues when it started getting up higher? Like, did you notice any ringing? Very cool. Yeah, I'll have to put myself out there and work with some of these vendors to see if they want to do a giveaway or run a printer or something. Definitely cool stuff, man. What's the height on that? The build height? Just say the print. What would be the print volume? What's the maximum print height you can go? I like the logo down there. Okay. Cool. 100mm is good. Good volume. Alright, so this is number 3 out of, yeah, we got another 30 minutes. I'll end the stream before that. So, any hot topics before I end the stream? 3D printer news. Any announcements anybody wants to make? So we know the Gainesville Maker Faire, Ron and Fun King 3D will both be there. And Brewer's out grabbing some Jameson. He was checking for a package of Jameson. He'll say boot to the head because he doesn't drink Jameson. He likes telling we're due. Serious Irish whiskey. Oh, that's cool. Good for you, man. So that thing's gonna go. Was it Jameson, Rover? Did you get a case of Jameson? Is that what it was? And what type of Jameson did you get? You got a wire wrap tool. Okay, that's cool. Doing electronics? I used to do wire wrap. That was fun. We had a huge robot for senior year at Drexel that we were doing. We had to do some wire wrap to fix some of the electronics. It was this I want to say it was like a 3,000 or 5,000 pound robot that was built by GE that tended to be used for going to Mars, but you know it was just going through some concepts to see if it was a good enough robot to do it. And we made it walk out in the area as a demonstration and walk over. I think we got it to walk up a step, and then we stopped there because it looked like it might be a little bit too dangerous. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah. So yeah, you know everything. And boot to the head, that's right. I can always invoke that. Invoke that response. Alright guys, I'm going to end the stream here, and I'll try to figure out what's going on with my multicolor print. In the meantime, I'm going to glue up this this eagle head and send that off with my wife to school tomorrow so that she can represent the Eagles. Yep. Thanks for joining in, everyone. Been real. I appreciate you taking the time of your day to sit here with us and direct discussion around whatever topics you guys say. So, all right. Thanks everyone for joining. Bye now. Yeah, I won't print that. I would have too many Eagles fans in front door. All right, later, guys. Oh, that's cool. Whatever. Yeah. All right, bye everyone.